my name's Amy Jade and I've decided to make a vlog. I've been going through, or am going through, something recently which most of you probably won't know about, some of my close friends do. But what I've found is that there's not much support online for, or that I've managed to find, for what's happening to me, and I thought maybe if I did something, then one, it might help me get some stuff off my chest, and two, maybe someone who's going through the same thing or something similar could maybe feel a bit better about the situation. I don't know. Stuff I've found online is pretty scary, but you know, whenever you look up anything online you always find all the terrible, horrific, bad stuff. So if you don't know me, again, my name's Amy Jade. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm 26 years old, I live in Sussex. Pretty adventurous person, really into fitness, health, well-being. I'm quite a raring, ambitious, fun kind of gal, I guess. And I don't know where to start with this, and I've been putting this vlog off for weeks and weeks and weeks because I just don't know where to start with it and how to start talking about it, so I guess I'm just gonna talk about it. Last year, in September, I got back from travelling. I'd been to Greece and Thailand for 9 months, went back to my old job. I was a fitness instructor, got a bit bored, not bored, but changed my job anyway to be an estate agent because I really wanted to help people find new homes. I thought it'd be a really nice, rewarding job, meeting lots of people and stuff. That Shoreham air crash happened, which was horrendous, and then that really smacked me in the face to think where I was in life. So really sort of made me think, wow, if that happened to me tomorrow, would I be happy with where I was? And I thought no. So I changed my job and I started working from home, which was really handy that happened when it did, because September 21st, 2015, last year, I was sitting at my kitchen table doing some work, and I suddenly, you know, like you get like a really, sometimes your voice sounds really loud in your own head. Mine did that, but like really loud, like really, really loud. So I went and crouched by the back door, and I was with my partner, one of my best friends, and my nan was in the kitchen at the back. And suddenly my hearing went so loud in my left ear, as if, like, she can't have been talking loud at all, but it went really, really loud in my left ear. And I looked at the floor, and the last thing I remember is I had deja vu. And then I woke up on a bed upstairs in the house, and there had all these people around me, and I was sitting up, and I was really confused. I didn't know what happened. And some guy on the floor was sitting on the floor, and he like pinpricked my hand and told me he was going to take some blood. And I was thinking, what is going on? Like, I was downstairs a minute ago, and it turns out I'd had a seizure. Never had a seizure before. They told me I had a seizure, and I was like, no, I didn't. What are you talking about? I'm sitting on a bed. I haven't had a seizure. You're mad. They kept telling me I had this seizure, and like somehow all my family were around me. They put this oxygen mask on me, and I got rushed to hospital, blue lights and everything. So I don't remember much. I remember just feeling really sick, really like confused with what was happening. I thought I was in a dream. Like, I just couldn't understand what was going on. I was really, really confused and really scared. So I went to A&E and they checked loads of stuff out, and the guy there just said, oh, it's alright, you know, just you know, send you home and just see how you go. And my mum, being a nurse, was like, no, she had a seizure, she hasn't had a seizure before, we should probably check that out. So I went to have an MRI scan, basically. I've got some little notes down here because there's lots to say. No, I went for an MRI scan just to see what was going on, and they said, oh, we're going to do 3 MRI scans. So, okay, so I got put in this like little tiny tunnel. If you've ever had one, you know they're not the nicest things in the world. They're really loud. They said, yeah, I'm going to do 3 tests. So they did 3, and then they said, Amy, just stay in there, we're going to do 1 more. And I was like, that's not a good sign. Okay. And I came out, and my mum was really freaked out, and they said basically there was something on my brain. But it didn't look like cancer or anything like that, but there was something there that shouldn't have been there. So yeah, that was like the start of something crazy. So I ended up going to Brighton Hospital and having loads of tests. I had an angiogram, which again, if you don't know what that is, they they take you into this room that looks like a spaceship. Without telling me, they just whipped my trousers and my knickers off. Thank you, hi everyone. And they put like a tube in your artery from your groin, and they pushed it all the way up into my brain, like up into my neck somewhere, and you have to lay dead still, like you're not allowed to move, because they inject like dye into you, and they inject like a few different dyes and see what effect it has on your brain. I guess they see the blood flow and stuff like that. And the first one I had, and they told me it was going in, and then suddenly I had this like wave, like I was like the drunkest person, like I just felt so drunk and dizzy and felt like I was going to be sick. And then the second one went and I didn't really feel anything, and then when they did the third one, I suddenly, like, and I managed to stay still for the other two, but I felt all the arteries, the veins in my tongue go red hot. It was the weirdest thing, and I must have moved, because they said they had to do it again, and then I had to sit there and do it again. They took me up to the the hospital room, and I had to lay there for 4 hours, like, not moving, in case, you know, because they obviously went through an artery, so they had to be plugged up for ages. And what they've found is that I have something called an arteriovenous malformation, or an AVM for short. I'd never heard of one of those before, but apparently they're not uncommon necessarily, and it's basically like a malformation of blood vessels in your head. Mine's like here. Yeah, and you can have it from birth. There's no real reason why it's there. It just is. So that was like mad. That was like a real, you know, like I said, I'm really, really healthy. Anyone who knows me knows I'm really healthy. I eat well, I exercise a lot, like I've got a really healthy lifestyle. So that was a real crazy thing to have to start dealing with. And they put me on this medication. It's like epilepsy medication, and it really is strange, because I have to take it twice a day, and when you take it, like, I don't know, I find after like 10 minutes I suddenly get this wave of dizzy. So it's like I'm really dizzy, which is the main thing. But also it makes you absolutely knackered, like so tired. Like, I lost the first 2 weeks after that happened. I lost the first 2 weeks. I was sleeping 12 hours a day. Like, I don't remember anything. Yeah, dizzy, makes you really tired. And then over time, what it's done as well is, like, it's really decreased my appetite. Or it did, like, I'm getting better now. But it really decreased my appetite. But it also, its side effects are anxiety, you know, low moods, depression, blah, 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 all that stuff. And over time, that ended up building up really, really bad. And I got to a place where a few months ago, like, I was going to have a nervous breakdown. The thing with me is that some people can talk about stuff and tell everyone in the world what's happening to them and reach out to people and tell everyone, whereas I don't do that all the time. Like, I tell my family know, my best friends know, but no one else would know, really. And the reason why I don't do that and haven't done that, and I'm only doing this now, and we're at end of February now, March is tomorrow, so I've left it a long time to talk about it. But I don't want to be that friend that every time you phone them, they're like, oh God, what's she going to cry about now? Oh God, what's wrong with her now? Like, I don't want to be that person. I'm a really positive, happy person. I am genuinely a really positive, happy person. So I didn't want to really push that on my friends. I'd rather them be able to come to me when they've got problems and me be able to lift them up. That's what I want to do in life. I want to help other people. I don't want to be the person that brings other people down. So I wasn't really talking about it. I didn't talk to my parents really about it. Obviously they knew it happened, but I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to pretend it wasn't happening, because the reason being actually is because what's got to happen is I've got 3 choices. Well, I had 3 choices. Well, one of them is that I don't do anything about it, because it's not like, right now it's not going to kill me. It's just there, and I can seizure basically. But if every year that I leave it, it increases by 4%, that I'll brain hemorrhage. And obviously, if anyone knows anything about brain hemorrhaging, you can die. Strokes, paralysis. You know what I mean. And it occurred to me that if I left it, and you know, in 20 years' time, whatever percentage that might be, and I've got children, if I brain hemorrhage and kick it, that's not fair. That's not fair on my friends. That's not fair on my family. And you know, I want to have babies, and that would be an awful, selfish thing to do with me. So I decided to do something. So one of them is embolization, which means they basically cut off the circulation to this malformation of blood vessels. Radiotherapy is one of them, but it has to be under a certain size, and actually mine's above this size. So if I had radiotherapy, then one, it takes anywhere between 2 to 5 years to actually work, and mine would only have like a 60% chance of actually going, and I might have to have it done again and be on medication forever, and I can't stand this medication. It's horrible. Or the third option is to have brain surgery. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to have brain surgery. Yay! Which is why I've experienced in the last few months, when I hit this low point, I just was thinking, I got to a point where I was like, because where I have to have it cut, it's like here, somewhere like here. So I have to have an incision that goes from about here, up here, and all the way back. They're basically, I got told the last time I went for an appointment that I have to have like a third of my skull removed. Which really frightened me. Sorry. And I just hit like a point where I didn't know what to do, and I thought, I don't know, it just got really, really low. And that's where I sort of reached out to my friends, and I was like, look, I'm getting to a point where I don't know what to do. I'd like planned my funeral. I started to think about like the letters I was going to write to my family. I didn't know what to do. Like, I really got really, really down, and I thought, you know, I don't want to feel like this. Like, I need to make something positive out of what's happening. So I reached out to my friends. Like, I just messaged 5 of my friends, and I was like, look, I don't know what to do. And they were amazing. They all came round, and we had cups of tea, and I just talked about it a bit, and I felt a bit better. And then I just went to the doctors, and I was like, look, I need to do something, because I'm not being me right now, and I know I'm better than this, and I know I can be better than this. So I ended up seeking sort of counselling, which is awesome actually. NHS do like a free service that you can do. So I went and spoke to them. They got me in like straight away, and I'm still doing it now. I do just a session a week, and all I do is I just vent. So it's someone, and if you're going through anything like this, it doesn't have to be like an AVM, or it doesn't even have to be like, it can be any surgery you're going through, or just anything in life actually this is relevant to. If you can't talk to someone, or your friends or your family, like I really struggle with it, because I don't want to bring other people down. I don't want to feel like a burden. I want to lift other people up. So I go to this lady once a week, and I just vent. That's all I do. I just vent, have a cry. That's my wallowing time, my hippo time, where I have an hour where I just let it out, and then I'm fine. And actually, since doing that, it's been amazing. I've done a lot of like mindset training and mindfulness training. I've started like a bit of meditation and stuff. Sounds a little hippie crazy, but it's really, really helped. So just have that hour talking, and now I feel a lot better. So yeah, I changed my job. I've now like changed my outlook about how I'm viewing it. I actually see it now, a bit of a weird thing, but I see it quite like as a gift. Like, this is, I know I can handle what's going to happen to me, so I know what's going to happen. They've taken this bit, basically, part of my skull off. I'm going to have a ridiculous scar, and I'll do more vlogs and I'll show you how ridiculous it is, but it's fine, I'll rock it. They cut this thing out of my head, and then they sew me back up, and then I think I'll be in intensive care for however long. Like, they don't know how long the recovery is because every single one's different. I'm having 2 surgeons. And I'm having it done in Brighton. And yeah, everything just kind of depends. But I'm fit and I'm healthy and I'm ready for it. So hopefully recovery will be really quick. And I've, funnily enough, bumped into a few people now since having it that have had similar things and they're okay. So that's really promising. But yeah, I'm looking at, like, I know I can handle this, and maybe this is a really good chance to inspire other people that are going through a rubbish time to be like, look, this is going to make me a better person. Like, I'm going to get this removed, and from this I'm going to be a much stronger person. I'm going to have gone through a lot and I'm going to be a better person from it. I can inspire other people to get through things. You know, if anyone has any questions they want to ask me, or any sort of coping strategies, I've got loads. And like I said, like, if you know me, you'll know I'm in a really good place at the moment. And I really, really want to help other people. So if you're going through anything like that, please contact me on Facebook, Amy Jade, or reply to this video or whatever. And I'm happy to help you with whatever I can at the moment. I haven't gone through anything yet, so. But yeah, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be alright. It sounds really weird, but I haven't fulfilled my purpose in life yet. So I'm now trying to think of it in a way that I'm not going to be. Nothing horrendous is going to happen. To be fair, the things I got told was there's a 10 to 15% chance that I'll die. Woohoo! There's chance of stroke, there's chance of paralysis, there's chances of me still seizuring after having it done, etc, etc. But they've got to tell you that kind of stuff anyway. But yeah, I'm going to be fine. I know what I'm waiting for, and I think talking about it is massively important. So 1, you can help other people, and 2, it just helps other people understand what you're going through too. So no matter what happens in life, there's always a reason for why you're going through this, and I'm really looking forward to what this reason is, and I'm sure I'll find it out in the next year. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not good. But you might not know what the reason is, and that's okay, because sometimes it takes a while. With anything in life, you go through a crap time, but if you look at anything else you've gone through before in life where you've had a rubbish time, you've come out a better person, and you've learnt the lessons that you've needed to learn to be a better person. And that's what you've got to look at everything, whether it's this kind of crazy thing, any surgery, a breakup, anything that you feel rubbish about. When you're in pain, you're growing as a person, and you're going through something to come out the other side as a better person. So if you know anyone this video might help, you know, please send it to them or get them to get in contact with me. I'm going to vlog what happens now. So I've got an appointment on Wednesday. I've had loads of appointments to let me know what they're doing, but I've got an appointment this Wednesday. Hopefully I'll get a date. It's, like I said, it's the 1st of March tomorrow. They've roughly put it in as for the 1st of April. First week of April, but hopefully I'll get a date on Wednesday, and then I can sort of document what's happening and when I go for the operation and how I recover, and then you guys can just watch me and hopefully know that actually all this crazy stuff in life, everything's going to be okay, and it all happens for a reason. So thank you for listening, and please, like I said, send it on to anyone this might help, because people going through a tough time need this kind of cool stuff. So thank you, and have an awesome evening or morning or afternoon wherever you are in the world. Peace out.